Hi everybody, welcome back to Crib Talk. Today we're interviewing a wonderful lady by the name of Terry. She owns a storage company. It's something a little bit different than Cabo's seen before. I think you're really going to like this. So welcome Terry to the show.
Thank you, Lee. Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely, it's great to have you. So tell us a little bit about your company, what the name of your company is, and your background. What do you guys do?
Okay. Binz is the name of the company.
Okay.
And we do vacation storage for people who travel to Cabo on a regular basis.
Okay.
However, right now the business model is evolving because we're growing, or we're building a big new bodega and growing the services that we offer.
This is a service for vacationers. So, I mean, are we talking now Binz? It sounds like it's a smaller type storage facility. So tell us a little bit about that.
Binz became the name because it's literally a bin.
Right, okay.
It's a 1 foot by 24-inch size bin.
Okay.
And people store their gym clothes in it. They store their pool toys, whatever it is that they want to leave in Cabo if they come to Cabo a lot and they don't want to leave. They don't want to travel with their things to bring them back again.
They don't have a home here, but they come here often. They're sick of buying new snorkels and masks because every time they come, they got to buy a new snorkel and mask, or they don't want to travel with it because, you know, nobody wants to travel with a whole bunch of stuff, their pool toys and things like that. That's a fantastic idea.
Well, the big thing is people want to go to Costco and buy the big shampoo. You can't travel. If you want to carry a carry-on, you have 3 ounces. You can't bring a big shampoo. So they'll go buy the big shampoo, they'll buy the conditioner, whatever the big things are that they want, they put them in their bin, they have them. They don't have to travel. The other thing that people do is they go to a resort. It's for the people that, we call them the frequent flyers. They go to Cabo a lot. They're timeshare people. So they own a lot of time, they own a lot of weeks, they own units, whatever it is at their resort. And then they get packages, and they end up at the end of their stay with a whole bunch of booze that they haven't finished.
Right.
Well, if they put their booze in the bin to the next trip, they paid for the cost of their bin because they don't have to rebuy their booze.
So your focus and your market is all of these timeshare
right now
hotels.
But that's changing now.
And are you going to be doing advertising, or are you already doing advertising within the hotels? And are the hotels, are they for this idea? Like, do they love it?
Since
I would think so.
Since Odile came through Cabo and destroyed a lot of the hotels, and a lot of the hotels or the resorts had the liability responsibility for what they were storing for their guests. So we became the alternative to the resorts keeping things.
So you're going to get a lot of support.
Yeah, and we have.
We're in the property management business. We know that when people leave here, they leave the fridge full of booze and the cabinets full of booze.
Right.
Snorkels and masks, clothes. I mean, you know, basically
sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
They go to Costco and they buy the package of 6, and then they use 3.
I know a bottle of sunscreen's about $20.
Yeah.
So that can get very costly. That is so cool. I really love this idea. How many storage bins do you think that you guys have, or how many do you have approximately?
Well, right now, we probably have close to 1,000, if not a little more than 1,000. We also do specialty items. So if it doesn't fit into the bin, and we have one size bin, it makes it real simple for people. If they need to have another bin to store more things, they then get another bin.
Okay.
But the things that don't fit in the storage units are the golf clubs and the surfboards and the fishing equipment. And you wouldn't believe how many Americans and Canadians that are creature comforts, and they want their things from home, mattress toppers.
So other than the bins, you guys also have small storage units.
In the new bodega that we are currently building, which we're very excited about right now, we will do storage units and car storage, all indoor and all temperature controlled.
Okay, so the location that you guys are in right now is strictly bins.
Strictly bins and specialty items.
And specialty items, so like fishing rod.
Yes.
Golf club. So this is really cool. So now you guys are changing your business model to having larger storage facilities, so people can store their mattresses or a sofa.
Correct.
You know, they want to come here. And these might even be people that actually own homes here and have them as Airbnbs, and they want to put their own mattress back on their bed.
Right. It's the snowbirds. They come from November through May. Okay. And then they leave and they give their home to a property manager to rent out. But they want we've had many requests, interestingly enough, for recliners.
Okay.
They want their recliner, their favorite recliner, out of their house.
And so when they're not here through the summer months and spring and fall or whatever, I mean, maybe they're here 6 months in the winter, they don't want anybody using their recliner.
Right.
Okay. That is really, really cool.
So now the business model will be storage units with varying sizes. We will have 4-foot modules, so we can do anything in a 4-foot module. So 4x4, 4x8, 8x8, whatever it is.
So this is so cool. So now we have, I mean, a lot of people come down here to fish.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want to bring their fishing rods every time.
Oh no, we have a lot of fishing poles right now.
And all their tackle, so they can rent a bin for all their tackle.
Well, they put their poles in cases.
Right, they put their poles in cases. Right. They might have 2 costs, but but it's not very much.
No.
How much is the bin?
So the bin is $125 a year, and the specialty item, anything that doesn't fit in a bin, is $150 a year.
Okay.
Once they have 3 items, then they get a 10% discount.
Oh, right on.
But then they get credits for referring people when our best referrals come from the guests in the resorts. So they love our services. They're at the pool. They talk to somebody. Oh, you should store with bins. Yeah. But we are in the resorts with the concierge, with the bellman, with the marketing teams, with the sales departments, with everybody.
Your location's like right downtown. Like
right now, our location is private, and it's in downtown Cabo, but we don't share it because the bins, what people put in them, we don't want anyone breaking in or stealing.
Of course.
The new bodega, people will be able to come and get their bins if they want, but we'll have car storage and storage units.
So the new location is secure. Like you've got cameras and it's.
And the current location's very secure, but we just don't want to tell, because our drivers go to the resorts right now.
Yeah.
All the bins get delivered to the resorts and then picked up.
That was my next question. Will people be able to come to the location to pick up their bin, or is it's all delivery?
They'll be able to choose now.
Oh, okay.
They'll be able to choose.
So the location right now is only delivery only?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Is there an extra cost for the delivery?
Depends on where they're located. Central Cabo is included, but then as we get further out, there are zones for the delivery.
So if they're in San Jose, then there's going to be delivery charge.
And also, it's a little different for Monte Cristo and Nova España because those are villas. And this may be the case with some of the other villas because you don't have a bell room to deliver to. We have to deliver to an individual unit. Okay. There's a delivery charge for those.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's much though.
No.
I mean,
for the most part, $25, $40 for the far end of San Jose.
I mean, the cost to bring some of this stuff down on the plane would be,
people pay $100 for a luggage.
Exactly.
$125. They put their stuff
each way,
and they put their stuff in a bin and they travel lighter.
That's right. It's
much more convenient.
And it's a lot quicker getting through security.
Yeah.
Because even when you get through security, and I know this because I always travel with a massive piece of luggage that I put in the underbelly of the plane, and I stopped doing that because I'm a Mexican citizen. So once I get through, I can get through quick.
Yeah.
But then when I got to wait for the luggage on the merry-go-round,
it can take you a half hour.
It's another hour.
Yeah, and then you got to go through immigration or customs with it, and they stop you and go through it again, maybe. So
exactly.
We built the cost so that it would make travel easier for people, and they can leave their stuff here and not have to bring it back and forth.
And if you're from Canada and you're coming down here quite a bit, obviously your apparel is going to be a lot different coming from Canada, especially in the winter, to here. So just leave all your summer clothes here.
And I'm
you don't even really have to carry anything at all except for your toiletries, maybe a small bag.
Right. I'm from Chicago. I don't need my bathing suit in January at all. So then that's how we started this.
That's awesome.
We were coming down here. Our family was coming 6 times a year, and we started saying, why do we keep hauling the same things? So we would go buy a bin and try to find somebody to store it at their house. Then we had things at different people's houses. We'd have to gather them when we came down here, and the light bulb went off. Let's do this ourselves.
Man, I always respect people that actually do stuff. We're all guilty of it. We come up with these amazing ideas and we don't act on it. I mean, this is really I would have never thought that you could create a business out of just a bin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first idea, but it's moving on from there. You guys are coming into bigger things like car storage and stuff like that.
Mainly because people trust us so much and they love what we do. They love our customer service that they ask us, will you please store our car?
Yeah.
The cost to rent a car in Cabo is expensive.
Okay.
They would rather drive their car down here and leave it here.
Yeah.
Or they would rather buy a car down here.
Of course.
And then know it's here.
And is it fairly easy for do they get a clicker? Like how easy is it to get your car in and out? Do you have to schedule?
No, they'll have to go through our security.
Okay.
We just can't give people.
It's not like they're just.
It's not a parking garage.
It's not coming and going, and going. You come and You take your car out, you use it for the 2 weeks, and then you put it back in.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they're gonna, most of these will be long-time storage. Someone who
Okay.
stores for 6 months, someone who
Cool.
stores for 9 months, something like that.
Very, very cool. So what's the direction of the company moving? Are you guys, it sounds like you guys got a pretty viable product here.
Yeah, I think so. I
Obviously,
hope so.
since you're growing, I love that. Do you guys see yourselves building something in San Jose in the future?
We'd actually like to get this patented and then, or not maybe not patented, but trademarked.
Right.
And look at doing franchises
Okay.
and move it to Puerto Vallarta or Cancun.
Mexico is a big, big country, and if it's going to work here,
Yeah.
you know it's going to work in other expat destinations and tourist destinations for
The
sure.
tourist destination is where it is.
And I mean, it sounds like, storage is a fairly simple thing to build. You know, I mean, you're not having to put in cabinetry and
Right.
and kitchens and toilets. I mean, it's a pretty basic model, and if you duplicate it, I mean, I love it. I love the idea.
We are hopefully perfecting our policies and procedures
Yeah.
so that we would be able to do franchising.
Okay.
But it's so simple. Like I say, most of what I worry about today is if you get your Speedo and tequila when you arrive. That's the thing. Because I came from a background as a CPA doing financial planning for 4 decades.
I will never be worried about getting my Speedo on time, but the tequila, nobody wants to see any guys in a Speedo these
Well,
days.
that's why it gets the chuckle.
Exactly.
But I worried so much about so many things, and now that is truly the thing that, it's, are you getting the things you need when you arrive at the new store?
Yeah.
And it's pretty simple. Our website and our technology is what makes it really easy for people.
I was going to ask you about that. So, are they doing all this online?
Yes.
Are they booking it online, and they're setting up their delivery times for the bins
Yes.
online? So it's very, very automated.
It's all automated. They
That's
go online,
amazing.
they register. One of the greatest things is for the people in the resorts, they simply, and we're leaving you some of our flyers for your window, but on the back side of the flyers, a QR code.
Can I see one of those?
Sure.
There we go. I'll just show you guys the flyer here. And we'll be posting all this stuff so that you guys can, see everything. We'll be posting the website and everything. So that's one of their flyers. It's very nice.
And there's a QR code, and they simply go on, they register themselves.
Maybe you guys can do the QR code from here.
Maybe right now, do the QR code.
I'll leave it up long
But they do the
enough.
registration, and we have a very secure website, completely encrypted. So,
Okay.
and we don't see credit card information.
Right.
So it's a Stripe processing system, and
Yeah.
they go in, they plug their information
Awesome.
in, and then they
Well,
schedule
I
their
mean,
delivery,
geez,
their pickup.
It's almost free.
It's almost free for them today.
That's right. What's Binz philosophy?
One of our things, so we're a family business.
Yeah.
My kids and I started it, which it's really fun when you've paid for your children's college education
Yeah.
and you see them using it.
Right.
As a U.S. corporation, we don't have to charge IVA. There is no value-added tax.
You're an American company.
We are an American
working
company.
within
Yes.
Mexico.
Yes.
Wow.
So
That's
all the
cool.
registration is done through the states. They don't have to pay the IVA, which saves some
Okay.
people. We have people with 15 bins, or a combination of bins and specialty. And once they
Okay.
and I wanted to say this earlier to you, the average person will start out with 1 or 2.
Yeah.
The average guest has 3 to 4 bins, but we have people with 15 bins.
Okay.
We have a guest who loves to make her place very comfortable.
Yeah.
Most of her bins are teddy bears.
Okay.
She puts teddy bears all over because she wants it to feel like home.
I would think that she would just want to maybe rent a locker or something.
Well, maybe she'll have more teddy bears at some point.
It sounds like she's almost time to work herself up to a locker.
The people who have that many bins, that may be their
Yeah.
answer to go to that. But
But the bins are just so cool. I mean, you get them delivered to you. You don't
Yeah.
even need to do anything.
and there will be a population that will keep that. And then there
Okay.
will be a population, and I think the population that will use the storage units are people with businesses here and need
Yeah.
a place to store things like
Okay.
catering or event planners.
Yeah.
People in resorts have asked if
Yeah.
they could store things anybody can store.
Right.
It will not be the frequent flyer to Cabo.
Okay.
They're going to keep the bins.
Right.
But I want to tell you a little bit about our security because the website's very secure.
Yeah.
It's very simple for people to use. But we also have a texting program. So our bins all have, every item has a barcode.
Okay.
The driver scans the barcode as the items leave the bodega.
Okay.
And the guest gets a message that says your items have left the bodega, they're on the way to the resort.
Right
When
on.
they arrive at the resort, they get another message saying your items are waiting
Have
for
arrived,
you.
yeah.
Have a great trip.
Yeah.
They know when they get off the plane in Cabo, their items are there. Their Speedo and tequila will be waiting for them.
And I would even think like the driver would even maybe take a picture of the bin as he's dropping it off.
Yes.
So he can prove that the bin is it's all intact.
They got it.
You know,
and we do that for...
I was going to say I won't charge you for that idea.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys already thought about it. All right.
But then on the flip side, when the bin is picked up at the resort, the people are at the airport, they get a message, your items have been picked up, they're on the way to the bodega, and then your items are safely stored until your next visit.
Awesome.
And people love that. So between the website being extremely simple to use, and we're also now in a huge evolution of the website to add the car storage and the storage unit.
I mean, you would never think that storage would be a service type environment, but you guys are turning it into a service environment where you're the ones delivering the contents and you're on time. You're showing that it actually showed up and in good condition.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. It's been very, very well received, and most of our business comes from word of mouth from guests at resorts.
Well, good luck to you on the business. Obviously, you guys are growing. For all you people that don't own a home here, you got to come talk to Terry.
We'd love to have
when you want to buy a home, you can come talk to me.
Yeah.
All right? So you don't need the bins anymore. There's always going to be...
But then they'll need a storage unit when they go back to their hometown.
Oh, that's right. They're still going to need it.
Yeah.
All right.
We can work together forever.
Yeah, exactly. and their cars, too. Everybody can keep a car here now in a climate-controlled environment.
Yep.
So it's not sitting there
indoors,
baking in the sun.
And full of polvo.
And full of dust, yes. So there you go, guys. Another amazing local business here in Cabo San Lucas. Opening a business in Cabo is not a scary thing. You can actually still do it in your home country, apparently, and operate it here. So we're very happy to hear that Terry's doing great with her Binz. And if you guys want some more information, we're going to put Terry's website up here, her email address, and all her contact information, so you guys can get a hold of her. And stay tuned for the next podcast. Thank you so much, Terry, for joining us today.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Great to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
See you later, guys.